Hey, I don't know what possessed me to want to do a twist out after not having done one for 3 years, but I decided I wanted to do a little switch up.
I want you exclusively.
So I started with my Mielle leave-in conditioner, only a little bit just to get the hair ready on freshly washed hair. Then after that, I did a little janky part because I don't know how to part in a straight line. Don't come for me. Don't talk about me. Then after that, started with a little bit more water and then started working that water through to activate that leave-in. And as you can see, boom, we got the first part ready to go. You know, she's juicy, she's ready. Okay. Then I started sectioning off a little bit, and then I went in with the main base of moisture, the twisting souffle. For these twists, my goal was for them to be full of moisture and just healthy. Even if they didn't come out super defined, I didn't care. I did not want my hair to be dry. So I started shingling that through, working that through. The next thing I used was the Maximum Hold Gel Styler by Mielle. First time using this, but again, I wanted it to also last long as well as be healthy and good to go. Then I used the As I Am Flamingo Pink Temp Color Gel, and this is when things got a little crazy because I knew I was going hard on the product, but you can immediately start seeing that product is starting to sit right on top of each other. What was I expecting? I know. But I still had high hopes because, you know, sometimes products dry and they look a little crazy when they're wet, but once they dry, they're fine. So I start twisting and immediately, you know, see the product. I'm like, okay, expected. But as I'm going down the shaft, I'm like, damn, that's a lot of product. So now I'm getting a little scared, real scared. Very scared. Like, ma'am, come on now. But the show must go on, right? Like, I'm in too deep, or so I thought. I was really only on the second twist. I'm extra, I know. I just didn't want to redo it. So I was like, okay, we're going to rock and roll with it. Quick little length check. The hair is growing fast, honey. So now I'm finishing my first row and I'm like, should I keep going with this color? I don't know, because if I wake up tomorrow and I got little pink and white flakes everywhere, I'm going to be crying. I'm going to fix it, but I'm going to be crying. So then I started with the second row, focusing mainly on my moisture and less on the pink product. And I still was seeing that build up, and at this point, I was just getting in my head, right? So by the time I got to the back, I stopped using the color altogether, and I was still seeing the buildup. But I knew that it was going to dry well in the back at least. So I was just, going off of hope and vibes. I was feeling myself. I had finally finished after an hour. I was moving so slow working with these twists because I don't normally do them. I also planned on just doing the bottom half tomorrow morning, so not going to worry about that. I wanted to elongate and stretch the top, so I went for what I knew and did some bands because I didn't know how else to do this part. And then, my hair is layered and cut and tapered, so like it was just difficult. So a couple of the pieces were still out. I did end up using a silk scarf after this, and that's how I went to sleep. So this is the next morning. I found some oil that was under my cabinet, will be linked in the description. Coated my hands with that and I began the takedown. As soon as I took those rubber bands off, I realized that my hair was definitely still wet. Knew I probably should not have unraveled everything just because it wasn't going to be as defined. But it is what it is, okay? I had somewhere to be, so I just kept going because I said, okay, the cut is going to save me every time and my hair is still going to be pretty. So this part is self-explanatory. Like I said, I coated my hands with the oil and I just took it down. I do own picks and combs, but I don't know where they're at, so I had to use my fingers. So I did a little shaking from the root. I did some teasing, and so this is basically what we're looking like now. And I really liked it. I thought it was really pretty. It lasted me all day. It's now day 2, and I'm still cute, girl. So it didn't turn out, again, how I wanted it to turn out. Honestly, I was more thankful that I didn't have any white or pink specks in my hair, because that would have made me cry. So everything was good, all was well, hair was moisturized, and it was moving in the wind, and that's all I cared about.